This was once the most powerful army on earth, thousands of men standing shoulder to shoulder, spears longer than a bus, forming a wall that seemed impossible to break. And yet, this army was destroyed by Rome. How did that happen? After the death of Alexander the Great in 323 BC, his empire collapsed almost overnight. His generals, known as the Diadochi, divided the empire between them. What they kept was Alexander's military system. From this moment on, a new type of army dominated the ancient world, the Hellenistic army. These armies were fielded by kingdoms like Macedon, the Seleucid Empire, and Ptolemaic Egypt. They ruled enormous territories, but they all relied on the same core idea, the phalanx. The phalanx was not about individual skill or heroism, it was about discipline, mass, and pressure. Each soldier carried a massive spear called a sarissa, sometimes over 6 meters long. The first 5 ranks pointed their spears forward, creating a deadly forest of iron. If a man in the front rank fell, the soldier behind him stepped forward instantly. From the front, this formation was almost impossible to stop. During Alexander's campaigns, the phalanx was fast and flexible. It worked together with elite troops and aggressive cavalry, but after his death, things changed. The Hellenistic kingdoms faced a serious problem: manpower. There were not enough Greek soldiers to fill their massive armies, so kings began to rely on mercenaries and local recruits. Armies grew larger, heavier, and slower. Training became simpler. Instead of maneuvering, the goal was to advance straight forward and crush the enemy through sheer weight. The phalanx remained the heart of the army, but it could not fight alone. Its greatest weakness was its flanks. To protect them, Hellenistic armies used medium infantry like thureophoroi and thoracitai. These soldiers carried oval shields, spears, and swords, and could fight more flexibly than the pikemen. Light infantry skirmished ahead of the army, throwing javelins and arrows before retreating to the sides. If these supporting units failed, the phalanx was exposed and vulnerable. Cavalry played a decisive role on the battlefield. Heavy lancers charged enemy cavalry, while lighter horsemen harassed from a distance with javelins. In the Eastern kingdoms, war elephants were also used. Elephants rarely won battles by killing, they won by terrifying the enemy and disrupting formations. But they were dangerous weapons. If they panicked, they could trample their own army. For a long time, no enemy could defeat the phalanx head-on. But Rome did not fight head-on. The Roman legion was built around flexibility. Instead of one massive formation, Roman soldiers fought in smaller units. They could advance, retreat, and turn far more easily. On rough terrain, or after long movement, the tightly packed phalanx began to lose cohesion. Gaps formed. and once the Roman soldiers reached the flanks or rear, the battle was decided. The phalanx could not turn quickly, it could not react fast enough. Once surrounded, even the strongest wall of spears collapsed. The Hellenistic armies were not weak. They were disciplined, heavily armed and terrifying to face, but they relied too much on a single way of fighting. Their manpower was limited, their tactics stopped evolving, Rome adapted, the Hellenistic kingdoms did not. And in the end, flexibility defeated force.